They said Superman 2 was the first one to do that.
I was just about to ask you.
The Marlboro truck.
Really?
Yeah, they said that was the first.
Superman 2.
The first real product placement in movies, I believe, was Superman 2.
No kidding.
E.T.
I was just watching
Was it?
Superman 2.
I thought
E.T. came out after Superman 2, I think.
Yeah, Iraq.
I say I think.
I don't think so.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. I believe.
Because E.T. was a biggie, as we all know.
Superman 2 is 80.
Yeah, that's going to be tough to beat.
I think
for
I'm right.
E.T.
I think I'm right.
E.T. was 82.
82. Go suck it.
Comment?
E-Rock comment, suck it.
Why would you say E.T.? You just wanted to
Because
mention E.T.
everyone...
You just wanted to be involved. He just wanted to be involved.
He's getting money from E.T. DVD, and they're like, see if you can get an in-show mention. And he's been waiting to squeeze it
Product
in.
integration.
Oh, product integration.
Oh,
That's
integration. We like that
That's
word,
it,
right?
E-Rock. Yeah, I was just watching Superman 2 last night, as a matter of fact. Oh,
Doesn't hold up?
So bad. It's so utterly bad.
Yeah, your Zod tweet was funny.
Everything. Oh, Zod.
But it's 1980.
Fucking him and Zod fighting. Also, like, just the comments and why is some guy... So when Zod and his two buddies are going... and blowing everyone down the street, and they have to have sight gags, like some guy's literally eating an ice cream cone, and the ice cream flies off the cone and hits someone in the face. There's a giant fight between aliens above your head, and you get an ice cream cone? And they're all, like, watching from underneath, with shit's falling on them. Hey... Nothing makes sense in that movie.
I know, the horse that ran and knocked Superman off. See, because he kept
And that fucking Margot Kidder is just horrific.
But they were trying to make it seem like she was really good looking and sexy. And
no, he gives up his superpowers to fuck her,
right?
So he can have sex with her without blowing her head off,
right?
So he does it, and then they're walking back from the North Pole, I guess, and they go into a diner. And Superman gets his ass handed to him. He's laying on the ground. And that quick, hours after he gets laid, he starts regretting giving his fucking powers up for this pig. He's like, yeah. She goes, oh, I wish Superman was here.
You just described most marriages out there.
Yeah. She's just like, she's all like,
This is terrible. Oh, when the flag falls, the American flag falls from the White House.
Yes. The effects are so bad.
It's very cheesy. Very cheesy.
And if these people could pick up, like, the heaviest things and hurl them, why do they look like they're having trouble busting through a wall? Like, they go through a wall, and he's like, oh, he's almost tripping over it. And, like, he's making a face when he's throwing a file cabinet. But he could pick up a train.
That old guy.
Yes.
What's he say? You will kneel before Zod.
Kneel before
I see you are
Zod.
practiced in worshipping things that fly.
Yes.
Good.
Good.
Cheesy.
Rise before Zod.
Before Zod. Zod does rule, though.
Yeah, but he talks about himself in the third person.
He does.
Kneel before Zod.
Kneel before Zod. That's not the president.
No, it's not. It's
And
just some
Zod
bald
knows it.
guy friend.
Zod knows that's
Yeah.
not the president.
Because he voted.
But then the president... then the president does kneel.
Yeah.
You are not the president.
Oh, shit.
No one who leads so many could possibly kneel so quickly.
Well, no, not the
I'm
president.
the man they're protecting.
The president said, find me, Superman.
I'll kneel before you if it will save lives.
Why is his hair horrendously dark?
This
Starting with your
movie is terrible.
His hair wouldn't look like that.
Yeah.
That's soy sauce hair.
He's the president.
Who's kneeling in his place? Why did the guy stay on his knees after he said you're not
I
the
know.
president? The guy just likes it. He's a cocksucker.
now,
Kneeling before Zod.
I do for the sake of the people of the world.
Oh, boy.
But there is one man here on earth who will never kneel before you.
Oh,
Who is this imbecile?
Who's this imbecile? E-Rock.
I wish I knew.
Yes. He's in a hospital right now. He can't move below the neck.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God. Zod.
Oh, God. Zod. Zod.
I'm gonna have to fucking watch that.
It's so bad.
I know, it's been many years. A little bit.
The dialogue is terrible. The effects are so awful. Superman pulls the S off of his chest and flings it at someone and wraps him up in cellophane for like 5 seconds.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, it was awful.
His cellophane S's.
And then they had like holograms almost of themselves. So Superman and the Zod people and everyone are going whoot, whoot, appearing and disappearing, and then one of them goes to grab the disappearing Superman, and he disappears, and then And then stupid Lois Lane goes, "Oh, Superman, I knew this is you," and goes to hug him. Why would she hug him when he's in a fight?
Because she's nuts. 20 minutes later, she's shitting into her own hand behind a juniper bush. Fucking kook. She's just squatting, and like she's shitting into her hand, and when you peek back, she goes, fucking wacko.
That lunatic.
Sorry.
Margot Kidder stunk.